So you need to write a 1-minute speech. I've always found shorter speeches to be more difficult because we have to try to tell a lot of things in lesser time. We have to try to add storytelling, some logic, some emotion, and at the same time, we can't afford to ramble. So when it comes to these occasions, it always helps to think in frameworks. This not only allows us to structure our content more effectively, but if we have 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, or even longer, the frameworks can keep expanding on and on. So let's understand 2 such frameworks which you can utilize if you have a 1 minute or a short speech to deliver in general. So the very first framework is the SHIN framework. SHIN. And this framework is very powerful from a storytelling perspective. And it stands for vision, tension, solution, and satisfaction. We start by talking about what we want to achieve or the goal of the particular speech or the people in the speech. We then move on to the tension point, the challenge or the conflict that is stopping these people from achieving that goal. And finally, we move on to the solution and hence the satisfaction or the result thereafter. Let's say, for example, we are in an office and we are asked to give a farewell speech for a colleague. Here's how this framework would apply. One thing you didn't know about Raj is that he wanted to be the best software engineer in the world. But I remember him coming to me after the first 6 months of his job and talking about how this role has so much computer time and such less interaction that it's not resonating with him. And like the extrovert he is, he wanted to do something a little more people-oriented. The only problem was he didn't know what it was. And watching him go through his journey helped me grow overall. He started speaking to so many people in the entire organization. He got involved in so many other departments, and never did he compromise on his duties while doing this. And this gave him so much more time to explore, to understand how things are. And at the same time, it helped him find that he loves sales. And I'm happy to say that he's not just leaving with the highest sales record, but with a team that has now become like his family. Cheers. And that is the SHIN framework. It helps us tell a smooth story in almost any situation. You can apply this to presentations, short speeches, or even longer talks. By the way, if you're getting any value from this video, hit subscribe. And the second framework I want to speak to you about is called as CARE-C. CARE-C stands for context, answer, reason, example, and conclusion. It means when we're asked to speak on a particular topic, we start by providing context, then reveal the answer, follow it up with our reason, give an example, and then conclude. So let's go through an actual example. What leadership style would you like to adopt? Here's how the CARE-C framework would apply. You start with context. I've had quite a few bosses over the years, and some have really allowed me to thrive while some have stifled my growth. But having a variety of leaders has not only made me understand what type of leader do I want, but what type of leader do I want to become. And because of that, I would like to adopt a coaching leadership style. The reason being that it does not just allow for a more democratic environment, but it gives each person individual attention for their growth. In fact, one of the reasons that the team I work in has one of the highest performance records is because our leader ensures to give us individual attention on our personal and professional needs. For instance, my development plan does not just include financial goals, but it also shows me how to have a more rounded work-life balance so I can achieve overall happiness. And this makes coaching leadership supremely effective. And that's why it's the one style I would like to adopt. And that's it. Those are 2 quick frameworks you can apply to give a 1-minute speech. Don't just restrict it to 1 minute. It can go up to even 20 minutes. The frameworks are expandable. That's the beauty of them. But do remember that sometimes you might be caught off guard and might not have these frameworks ready. That's where mental models come into the picture. And we've created an entire video with 5 different mental models that will help you speak impromptu. You can check out that video right here.